All right, so my subscribers, this is one of the reason I think I'll never finish the book Finding Freedom, because so many things is going on and I have to stop and report on them. Before you know it, they'll be old news. But just keep in mind, Finding Freedom, I'm reading it. Eventually, I'll put more content out. But I came across this article and I thought it was very interesting because there was an old interview I saw. An American journalist was interviewing Putin, the Russian president, if that's what he is. I don't know if there's another term beside president in his position in Russia. But there was a question that they asked him, and I forgot. I hope I find this video so I could just put it. I don't have to paraphrase nothing, but it was framing. I'm just paraphrasing now. What I thought is like they were asking him what his view of America, and the core of his answer is pretty much is the willpower of the American people that they go for things and things like that. If I say it, I'll answer it here.
President Vladimir Putin, the Russian leader, is among those heading to the United Nations. Putin addressed at the General Assembly on Monday for the first time in more than a decade. This morning, the Kremlin said it is too early to say whether he will meet President Obama. We looked at what Putin thinks of America. As you know, some have called you a czar.
Ну и что? Меня
So what?
по-разному
You know,
называют.
people call me different
У
names.
нас, знаете, как
Well, does the
говорят,
name fit?
у нас
What do you admire most about America?
творческий подход,
I like the creativity.
перед Америкой проблем.
Creativity.
Открытость
Creativity when it
и,
comes to your tackling problems.
раскрепощенность.
Their openness and open-mindedness,
Дает возможность раскрыть
because it
внутренний
allows them to
потенциал.
unleash the inner
Я
potential of
думаю,
their
что
people.
в значительной степени благодаря
And
этому
thanks to that,
Америка
America has attained such amazing results
потрясающих успехов
in developing their
в
country.
в своем развитии.
But reading this, I didn't read this article. I just read the headline and I was like, oh, that's today. Let me share it with you. So here it says the Harry and Meghan Netflix deal proves Hollywood and America won the revolution. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex can have more power over their lives and influence over everyone else from Hollywood than from Buckingham Palace. So this caught my attention. It's like, it's not, I don't think Harry and Meghan are trying to like have power or something like that. I think, again, all of you can correct me. I think they see that they have a platform. They pretty well liked on social media. So, and plus Harry, who have experienced a lot of negative things throughout his life from 12 and up. So he has learned from his mistake, and I think both of them respectively come together and want to use their platform for the better, especially now that they have a child. They want to shape whatever they are putting out there and the form that they will want hit their kid, hopefully there will be more, their children or future children, to live in. So this is what I think when I sort of read this, especially the headline. I didn't read the article yet, but that's what I'm getting from here. So I don't think they want to shape any, not shape, but to control, like they say here. They pretty much want to have a positive influence on things that they do because America pretty much is the symbol of freedom. Despite the fact that we see all the negative thing that's coming out of our presidency right now, but the core of our democracy is still there. You'll be surprised the type of people that are fully against what is going on in Washington. You know, even though they are Republicans, but they don't like that. They want to preserve democracy, even though they are Republican. But what's going on right now? It's not what majority, the core value of people in the United States is feeling. And I've put videos out about It was like a 2 minute. I said something in that nature that the people with the negative voice have the loudest mic. So this is what's going on. But all the positive influencers, they don't have the mic. So I'll put a picture of one guy occasionally I listen to, but I pretty much agree with almost every videos he put out. But you will not, from the outside, looking at his picture, you will not think he's that type, you know? So it's like, don't judge a book by its cover. I'll put a picture. I think he's Bo something. If I find his picture, I'll put it. But let me go on with this article. Okay? So it came out today. Okay, America is not a monarchy. No matter how bad. Oh, look at this. I just told you I didn't read the article. I'm reading it right now. Okay? As I'm sharing it with you. So you could get my full reaction from things. The only thing when I'm editing videos, the only thing I usually remove, because I do a lot of I remove a lot of these on my videos. So I'm reading this right now, the first time. Okay, let me start. America is not a monarch, no matter how badly Donald Trump wishes otherwise. And because we don't have a royal family to fixate on, we obsess about our equivalent, Hollywood. After all, it is a collection of rich, powerful, elite people, beautiful people who control the cultural narrative and set the trends. I'm glad they mentioned this because there are several movies that came out. These are not movies I will normally watch, but I'm sitting in the living room watching with my husband. I think it's called something Fallen. Is it Washington Fallen or something like that? If I find a picture, I'll put it of that particular movie. And then they did another version of it for Britain too. When I saw this movie, I automatically, I didn't speak to anybody about it, but as I was watching it, and I was like, oh shit, this is the only way they will destroy America. It's within. And that movie, I think, was pretty much a warning of what to come. Is put the person you want in power to destroy democracy. And we're seeing it right now. I hope I find that movie. And there was another movie where they show if I don't remember the name of those movies, so I won't even mention it. But the one that I talk about, I'll find a picture. Okay, Harry and Meghan parted ways with Buckingham Palace and gave up their title and state funding for royal duties in January. But this week made it clear just what they traded the royal realm for. On Wednesday, hundreds of years after revolutionaries made the case for the supremacy of America, of the American system, and decades after Hollywood began to beam its influence farther and wider than the British Empire ever did, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex swiped life and the British royal family for a multi-year deal with the Netflix. I don't think it was a swipe. It's just that they tried to work with the royal family, and I think the royal family thought too much of themselves. They thought they were the power of things, so they were trying to control Harry in particular. I don't think Meghan. I think both of them love each other. I think whatever decision Harry had made, Meghan will have stuck by him. But Harry, who also saw the originality of Meghan once they started dating, and he saw the quality of a woman Meghan was, and since they married, he saw the quality he had once cherished from Meghan was starting to disappear from the tabloid, from his family, and he was like, no, I want to preserve the woman that I fell in love with. If they're trying to destroy him, I have a perfect example of what had gone with my mom. I don't want that to happen to the person I truly love now. So he was like, nope, I'm not having it. I truly believe Meghan was willing to stick by it, but it's through history and experience that Harry had gone through, and that's why he decided to move on and say, forget it. I'm not dealing with that, because he saw what his mom went through, and he saw what his own family is doing. So yeah, so the royal family have not learned anything. They just know they have power. They could destroy anything. All right. They're trying to preserve what they have right now. So to do it is to destroy anything that come their way. So the only thing that they thought they have control of was Harry. Harry, who never lived outside of the palace wall, besides being in the military and travel to Africa and stuff like that. So they thought he would be afraid of leaving, L-E-A-V-E, Leaving, leaving the royal wall, the royal palace, and they thought that he will be afraid that he will be suffering outside of it. But throughout all of my other videos, I've mentioned the struggles that Meghan have gone through, have a broken cause going from audition to audition. So she knows how to improvise. And I've said on a video that's gonna come out later today, and it was supposed to be the first one that come out before all the other one for September 4th. It's just I got up a little bit late and I even stopped editing and I just left the rest like that. I mentioned it. Meghan know how to improvise. Even if they had to live, L-I-V-E, in one bedroom apartment once they left the Buckingham Palace, they will suffer for a little while. Meghan know how to deal with stuff before they could get on their feet. But, they had the money. There's no reason for that. But I'm just giving you an example. So, yeah, that's what I got from this part. All right. The couple are writing a new chapter in the age-old American story of reinvention and self-determination by announcing that they are rejecting the British monarchy for the stuff of American dreams. They decided they can have more power over their lives and influence over everyone else from Hollywood than from Buckingham Palace. Okay, so these are the things, because of their position, they have a huge following. So, and I mentioned this in another video. When Meghan was pregnant, all those visits they had sent her, South Africa, all these other places while she was pregnant, in the mind of the family, the royal family, I'm assuming, because they didn't do that with Kate when she was pregnant. They didn't send her anywhere. She was resting comfortably. But for Meghan, I believe, humble opinion, they were trying to destroy or make her have a miscarriage to not carry the baby full term. But the thing, God is good. But the thing that got out of that for Meghan is that she was grabbing or collecting a whole bunch of fan, of following, and people who will support her.
Their balcony moment was something straight out of a movie and worth waiting for in the rain. Prince Harry seemed in his element when protocol went out the window. The fact that Meghan had baked this family a cake, a sign they're doing things differently. Almost 20,000 people in the capital, Suva, to welcome them with the same ceremony they gave the Queen and Prince Philip back in 1953. Their balcony moment was something straight out of a movie and worth waiting for in the rain.
and all of that. So the British family had a negative thing in mind for doing this. In reality, God was working with Meghan, because Meghan, you can't pretend. There's certain things, certain people who cannot pretend. So she was showing her true self throughout all these visits. Australia, South Africa. There's another one where she made the speech with the school, where she explained about how she paid for her education. So all of those places they were sending her, God was with her. She was collecting followers, people who like her for who she is. The British family didn't think that's what's happening, but God was working with her. You know. Anyway, I hope you get what I'm saying. Okay, per the Netflix deal, Harry and Meghan, yet to be named production company, will make documentaries, docuseries, feature films, scripted shows, and children programming. Those details are scant. It sounds a lot like an ambition of another royalish American couple, Barack and Michelle Obama. So when I saw these came out, even with Archwell, I said it a lot. I don't think the name of the organization or whatever they're trying to get the trademark for, I don't think it's gonna be that. Again, you guys could come back and make fun of me, but obviously it's an opinion. I could be 1000% wrong. I believe the last minute when everything is approved, all the other details that they keep on sending forms, document back and forth to make correction, to make more things more specific, because I think that's where they are right now. And I think once they get all the little greedy stuff in the right path and is accepted, the last minute, once everything is accepted, that's when I think they're gonna change the name. Okay? They say all those little things I just made is not gonna go Archwell. It's gonna go under this name instead. And then that's when you're gonna see the website, the whatever, if they're gonna change their IG account to that particular name and stuff like that. That's what I believe, and that's what I would have done. Okay, so they have people who's, their lawyers is taking care of that, so they know what they're doing. All right, so, and who better to deliver this endorsement of American versus European celebrity than biracial actress and lifestyle blogger hitched to a second-born prince who insists on serving in combat and marrying for love. That's the thing. He married for love. His mom, that 12 years his mom spent with him, she taught him a lot. And I've also mentioned in other videos, I think those people who were advising him or who were influencing him, like his I don't know their names, but people who were advising him once the mom had died, I think they sort of told him or continue with whatever Princess Diana was teaching him, or let him understand his position. You are a prince. Not everybody have that kind of position. You were born in it, accept it, and learn to deal with it and focus on positive things. Usually they take the firstborn and they forget about the spare. So they then really, the family, the royal family, then give him that same care that they gave, that they gave William. So his mom was molding him, Harry that is, for who she would like him to be. And for 12 years, that's what he got. And many times I've said in other videos, when Princess Diana took him in the kitchen, I'm sure all of this embedded in his brain. He wants that sort of lifestyle, that funny moment with his own family and things like that. Going to Disneyland with Princess Diana, have just kind of fun. So these little memories embedded in people. Like when I talk about my camping I don't like camping. This is the last place I would want to be. But because I wanted my kids to have that experience, they could make a choice later on in life when they get older, if they like it or not. And if they like it, at least they have the memory when they were with me and my husband enjoying stuff. Okay? So that's what I'm getting from this. As cultural critics Sirita McFadden, I hope I pronounced her name correctly, has noted Meghan and Harry's relationship is remarkable because it means the old colonial order has eroded, at least in part among even the remaining aristocracy. Yeah, pretty much the aristocracy that's there right now in Britain, they're old. You know, they don't want to lose that privilege that they have. All those, everybody bow down to them and stuff like that. And the video that's gonna come out later today, which I edited this morning and I didn't fully finish it, I talk about Piers Morgan. He was in CNN, and when I found out his show got canceled, and people who work with him on that show were so happy the damn show got canceled because he was so disrespectful. So these old people, there's a they hold themselves dear like they're some sort of a god, and anyone below them are trash. But yet the people who are below them are the one who's making them look good in the eyes of other people. But they don't see that. That's the thing. They don't see that. So these old people, they need to not literally, I don't mean things like that, but they need to be canceled out of the young people's life because they're holding society back. They don't want society to move forward because the position that they have, the power that they have, they don't want to give it up. All right, so that's what I got from this. Perhaps because of that, when Meghan tried her best to accommodate the British royal family while remaining an autonomous agent, she was treated in the British press. She had to endure racist comment, criticize that she touched her belly, criticism she touched her pregnant belly too much, judgment of her ability to mother and even hold her child properly, gossip about her relationship with her father, and snippet aside about her past divorce. Forget the other video that's gonna come today. I touched some of this already. I didn't even read that damn article. But when it comes to Meghan's family, this is why I always say follow your instinct. But many people are so blind by money, they don't see the truth in things. Look at the deal that Meghan and Harry just got. Just imagine if her sister, Meghan's sister, and her dad had just kept their mouth shut, and anyone who comes and try to talk to them about Meghan, just shoo them away like a freaking annoying fly. But instead, they only saw money. They only saw money. They went along with the people who were putting Meghan down. Look at the deal that they have, Harry and Meghan have now. I'm pretty sure if they were on Meghan's side, there's no way. I'm sure they would probably be living with her right now. Okay? It's a shame. It's a shame. Okay, she was seen as a Yoko Ono figure breaking up the band. Articles were written about how she failed to sit properly in a chair, how her bra strap snuck out, and how her dark shade of nail polish was inappropriate, as well as her audacity in serving avocado toast, Meghan's favorite avocado snack, proclaimed the headline in the Daily Mail, is fueling human rights abuse, and murder. Drought and murder. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's unsurprising then that this latest move will elicit more hate. Social media users are mocking the couples for saying they wanted a private life and then moved to Santa Barbara, California. A British talk show host said the partnership with Netflix irritates the hell out of me. How could he irritate you? It's not for you. If you mind your own business, it will not irritate you. Them. They have been giving this deal because of who they are, not because of what they have proved they can do. Well, speak for yourself, this guy, whoever that one is. But people keep on saying if they're using their position. Okay, I've said in another video. What will you do if you were in their position? Like you will let it go and say, "Oh, I'm not deserving enough. I don't do this thing." Even if you never done something like that, you will teach yourself to make those things. Okay? when you see that money popping up in front of you, you will teach yourself in one day how to be a freaking movie star, how to be a producer, and all of that. All right. There's a lot of people who become something because the money is giving to them, but they hire people who could do the work that they cannot do. So these people are talking out of their asses because if it was them, I'm sure they will do much more than that. Okay. But Meghan is having the last laugh as she and Harry fully embrace America. Despite what the British press will have you believe, Harry has made it clear that he's not being dragged or kicking and screaming. With a well documented ambivalence about a royal life, Harry has been candid about the traumatic effect that the death of his mother, you see, I spoke about that, Princess Diana, had on him. He experienced panic attack and sought counseling. See, these are common sense. I didn't even, it's like I freaking read the damn article already, and I'm reading it right now, so you guys could get my full reaction out of it. Okay, I can safely say that losing my mom at the age of 12 and then shutting down all of my emotion for the last 20 years has had a quite serious effect on not only my personal life but also my work as well, he said on a podcast in 2017. It's no secret that he blames the British media for causing her tragic car accident, and it only seemed logical that he will want both to protect his family and to exert control over his life with a fresh start in a different place. See? Meghan and Harry indicate that they see the opportunity with Netflix as a chance to reverse some of the pain and scorn they've experienced. Through our work with diverse communities and their environment to shining a light on people and cousins around the world, our focus will be on creating content that informs but also gives hope. Okay, I just say something like that. Okay, the couple explained in a statement about the partnership. A new parents, oh my God, did I freaking read this? As new parents, making inspirational family programming is also important to us, as is powerful storytelling through a truthful and relatable lens. God, I swear to God, I did not read this article. Okay? I did not read this article. I'm reading it for the first time. I don't even need to comment on this because I feel like I just wrote that. I just said that. The focus on family combat ways that Meghan has been criticized for a fractured relationship with her father. God, for her divorce and for her total normal behavior during pregnancy and new motherhood. And the truthful and relatable lens is a direct strike at the media for distorting the narrative that is Harry and Meghan's life experience. We all know that American myth or rags to riches, upward mobility, or just that. Stories we tell to define core values. Okay? I even put a freaking video about core values. Okay? These are freaking common sense. Common sense thing. I put videos about core values. Okay? Of country that is still fairly new. Has American failed to help people make those myths a reality? You bet. But in choosing to relocate to America, Meghan and Harry are saying it's more desirable to take a chance in America and be Hollywood producers than to remain in the British monarchy. While British tabloids are once again mocking the couple over the move, it's moot point. Harry and Meghan are embracing the American lifestyle with its opportunity to remark yourself as well as create content, not just to be content. The fact is that Harry and Meghan are more in control of the royal story than anyone back in the UK. Something came to mind. Let me see. What is it? You bet. But in choosing to relocate to America, Meghan and Harry are saying it's more desirable to take a chance in America and be Hollywood producers than to remain in British monarchy. While British tabloids are once again mocking. I was thinking of something while I was reading this and I lost it. That's why I went back and read it. It's like, you know, pretty much everything that I read here is like common sense thing. You know, yes, America have failed a lot of people. The video that's gonna come out, even though I was just reading tweets, for every tweet I come up, certain things come up in my mind. And one of the things that I was talking about is that, you know, America at the beginning, I didn't say this part, but at the beginning of America, all the stuff that were put and laws for people to follow, that's because there were a gap and need for those things. But in the 60s, 70s, and certain group, I believe since after Civil War, the group that did not want America to achieve to what it's supposed to be, they were against democracy, and we're seeing it right now. So they were chopping democracy out a little bit at a time, and many people were not paying attention to what they were doing. From after school program, they used to have little shops for kids, how to fix car. They used to have all of that, even how to drive. These things used to be done in school, but they removed them a little bit at a time. And because parents are not involved in this stuff, and they were not involved in their kids' schooling thing, when they chopping this stuff out, they don't know. And and eventually look where we are, where maybe now they don't even have after school program like sports and things like that. So these things were done in a systematically way to pretty much destroy America, and we're seeing it right now. So yeah, I think Harry and Meghan making the right choice for themselves, and they're using their platform for how and what they want their kids, their future grandkids, to live in. So they have the platform for that. They have a huge influence, a huge following. Like I said, when Meghan was pregnant, the monarchy had a negative and had a negative intention. That's it, a negative intention for her pregnancy. But instead, God, who was with her, instead of the negative intention that they thought they were getting, but Meghan and Harry were captivating, bringing in more influence to follow them, to see who they are. So all these people they encountered during their visit throughout, different countries, they're the same one who are the Sussex Squad. Okay, the Sussex Squad are not just black people. Okay, a lot of them are white. I think one of them I follow I think she's American, but she's living in Turkey. You know, you have all this group of people, they want a better future. So these are the people who are following the Sussex Squad. So all the negativity that you're hearing all over social media, the broadcasting and stuff, because they have the control of these things, the TVs, the news outlet, the negative people, the negative voice, they have the control of this. That's why you hear it more. But Meghan and Harry just cracked something there and said, we don't need you. We could put our information out just fine without you. So this is what we are seeing here. So all these old people who are trying to hold what they have, the platform that they have, where everybody below them is nothing, or they are close to God like kind of people, the crack has been broken. We don't need them. That's why they're so negative of what's going on. I think I just remember what I was thinking here when I read that last paragraph again, is that during election, before the election of what is it, 2016 and stuff, the British, what do you call this? Not Secret Service, the ones who espionage kind of thing. I forgot what they call them. Similar to FBI, who goes in another country to find out who's plotting against whatever countries and stuff. They had warned the U.S. of what Trump was doing. So now with the position, the situation, the light have been shed on so many issues. The Prince Andrew thing, now we have Meghan and Harry living in the U.S. and all those little cracks have been broken. Light have been shed into the spotlight, have been put on so many things that were supposed to be undercover. I would not be surprised if there will be for Trump right now, especially with the Andrew stuff. So that's what I was thinking when I read the thing back, because when I was reading it, it popped up in my mind, and then after I finished reading it, I forgot what I was thinking. But that's what I was thinking. But anyway, 30 minutes into it. Please let me know what you think. Okay, take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Keep checking your notification. See if you still subscribe to my channel. A lot of funny business have been going on. People are being unsubscribed right in front of my eyes. You know, I don't think I'm saying anything crazy. If you subscribe, that's because you like what I'm saying about the Sussexes. So I haven't changed tune for anybody to unsubscribe. So I think YouTube is playing some crazy shit with me now. All right, sorry for my language, but that's what came to mind. All right, take it easy. Thanks for watching.